Welcome to your quiet study space at English Speaking Corner. It is Tuesday evening, just after 8 o'clock. You are sitting in your living room. The lights are low. You are trying to relax after a long day, but you hear a sound. Drip, drip, drip. You look over at the corner of the room, near the window, and you see a small puddle of water forming under the radiator. The room feels colder than usual. You touch the heater, and it is ice cold. You know what you have to do. You have to call your landlord. Your heart starts to beat a little faster. You worry about the words. You worry that you will forget the right vocabulary. You worry that the landlord will be busy or annoyed. But you are not alone. I am here with you. My name is Anya, and today we are going to practice this exact situation together. We are going to go slow. We are going to repeat every phrase until it feels natural in your mouth. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be clear.
Hello everyone, I am Mark. I will be here to help you practice the dialogue and to play the part of the landlord. Today, we want to help you move from feeling nervous to feeling in control. This is a very common problem for anyone living in a new country. Calling about a repair is high-pressure English, but like any skill, it gets easier with a routine. Before we start, if you enjoy this calm way of learning, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. It helps our community grow and ensures you never miss a chance to build your confidence. Now, let's look at our cold apartment and that leaking radiator. We are going to start with the most important part, identifying the problem.
That's right, Mark. When you are in an emergency or even just an uncomfortable situation, the best thing to do is to be direct. You do not need to make long, complicated sentences. You need to say what is happening. Let's start with the word leak. L-E-A-K. A leak is when liquid comes out of a hole. It is a simple word, but it is very powerful. Let's practice a basic sentence. I am calling because there is a leak. Listen to how I say it. I am calling because there is a leak. Now I want you to say it with me. I am calling because there is a leak. Again, I am calling because there is a leak. Good. Now let's try to make it more specific. Where is the leak? It is in the radiator. The radiator is the metal object that brings heat into your room. Radiator. It is a long word. Radiator. Let's try the full sentence. I have a leak in my radiator. Say it out loud. I have a leak in my radiator. One more time. I have a leak in my radiator.
That is a great start, Anna. Now imagine I am the landlord. I am busy. I might be at dinner. I pick up the phone. I say, "Hello, who is this?" You need to identify yourself and your location immediately. This is the first step of our routine. You should say, "Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. Let's practice that. "Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. You can use your own name and any number you like. Let's try it again. "Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. Now combine it with the problem. "Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. I am calling because there is a leak in my radiator." Take your time. Speak into the silence. "Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. I am calling because there is a leak in my radiator."
Excellent. Mark, as the landlord, how does that sound to you? Is it clear?
It is very clear. As a landlord, I want to know who is calling and why. If you tell me your name, your apartment, and the problem in the first 10 seconds, I can start thinking about the solution. But now, I might ask a question. I might ask, how bad is the leak? This is where you need to describe the level of the problem. Is it just a few drops, or is it a lot of water? Anna, what are some words our listeners can use to describe the amount of water?
We can use the word dripping. Dripping means the water is falling in small drops. It is not a flood yet, but it is constant. Drip, drip, drip. You can say, the radiator is dripping water onto the floor. Let's practice that. The radiator is dripping water onto the floor. Again, the radiator is dripping water onto the floor. If the problem is bigger, you might say, there is a lot of water. There is a lot of water. Say that now. There is a lot of water. If you are worried about the floor being damaged, that is a very good thing to tell the landlord. Landlords care about their property. If you say, the water might damage the floor, they will move faster. Let's practice that phrase. The water might damage the floor. Speak it clearly. The water might damage the floor. One more time. The water might damage the floor.
That is a very smart tip, Anna. When you mention damage to the apartment, it changes the conversation. It makes it more urgent for the landlord, not just for you. Now, let's talk about the temperature. If it is winter and the heater is broken, that is a big problem. You can say, the heating has stopped working. The heating has stopped working. Let's try that. The heating has stopped working. Again, The heating has stopped working. And follow it with how you feel. It is very cold in here. It is very cold in here. Let's put those together. The heating has stopped working and it is very cold in here. Try it now. The heating has stopped working and it is very cold in here.
You are doing very well. You have already learned how to identify yourself, state the problem, and explain why it matters. But sometimes a landlord might say, "I am very busy today. Can I come next week?" This is the moment where many English learners feel they have to say yes because they want to be polite. But you are allowed to be firm. Being firm does not mean being rude. It means being serious. Mark, if you tell me you can't come until next week, what should I say?
If I say I can't come until next week, you should emphasize the urgency. You can say, I understand you are busy, but this is quite urgent. I understand you are busy, but this is quite urgent. The word quite makes it sound polite, but the word urgent tells me it cannot wait. Let's practice that. I understand you are busy, but this is quite urgent. Say it with feeling. I understand you are busy, but this is quite urgent. You can also explain why it cannot wait. You can say, I am worried about the water leaking into the apartment below. I am worried about the water leaking into the apartment below. If there is a neighbor below you, the landlord will be very worried about a leak. Let's try that. I am worried about the water leaking into the apartment below. One more time. I am worried about the water leaking into the apartment below.
That is a very powerful phrase. Now, let's look at the next part of the conversation, scheduling the repair. The landlord agrees to help. Now you need to know when. You should ask, when can you come to look at it? When can you come to look at it? Let's repeat that. When can you come to look at it? Again, when can you come to look at it? Or you can ask, could you give me a rough idea of the time? This is a very natural, native-sounding phrase. Could you give me a rough idea of the time? Rough idea means an estimate, not a perfect time, but a general time. Let's practice. Could you give me a rough idea of the time? Try it again. Could you give me a rough idea of the time?
And if I say, I can come tomorrow morning at 10, you need to confirm. You can say, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning works for me. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning works for me. Let's practice. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning works for me. Or if you are at work, you might need to give them a key. You can say, I won't be home, but I can leave a key with my neighbor. I won't be home, but I can leave a key with my neighbor. Let's try that. I won't be home, but I can leave a key with my neighbor. Again, I won't be home, but I can leave a key with my neighbor.
This is a great place to take a short breath. You have learned so many important pieces of this conversation. We have covered the greeting, the problem, the urgency, and the schedule. Before we move into our full dialogue practice, I want to remind you why we are doing this. Learning a language is not just about passing a test. It is about taking care of yourself in the real world. Every time you speak up for yourself, your confidence grows. You are doing the hard work right now by listening and repeating. Let's take a moment to reset. Shake out your shoulders, take a deep breath. We are going to move into a full shadowing session. Mark and I will have a conversation. I will be the tenant and Mark will be the landlord. I will speak slowly and I want you to repeat my lines during the pauses.
I am ready when you are, Anna. Let's show everyone how these pieces fit together into a natural conversation. Listen carefully to the tone. It is calm, but it is serious.
Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. I am calling because there is a problem with my radiator. It is leaking water onto the floor and the heating has stopped working. It is very cold in the apartment.
Hello, Anna. I'm sorry to hear that. Is the leak very bad? Is it a lot of water?
It is dripping constantly. I have put a bowl under it, but the bowl is filling up quickly. I am worried about the floor being damaged.
I see. I am actually quite busy this evening. Do you think it can wait until tomorrow afternoon?
I'm sorry, but I don't think it can wait. It is very cold, and the water is leaking quite fast. It feels like an emergency. Could you please come sooner?
Okay, I understand. If it's that cold, I'll try to get there this evening. Can I come by in about 2 hours, around 10 o'clock?
Yes, 10 o'clock tonight works for me. I will be here. Thank you for coming so quickly.
No problem, Anna. See you at 10.
That was a perfect example. Now, let's break that down even more. We are going to go through it again, but this time I want to talk about the emotions. When I said, it feels like an emergency, I wasn't shouting. I was speaking clearly and firmly. In English, you don't need to be loud to be heard. You just need to be steady. Let's practice that specific phrase. It feels like an emergency. Say it with me. It feels like an emergency. Again, it feels like an emergency. Now, let's practice the thank you. Even if you are frustrated, being polite at the end helps keep a good relationship with your landlord. Thank you for coming so quickly. Let's try that. Thank you for coming so quickly. Again, thank you for coming so quickly.
Let's focus on the numbers for a moment.
Many students find numbers and times difficult on the phone. Mark mentioned 10 o'clock. Anna, let's practice a few different times so our listeners are ready for any answer.
Good idea. Let's practice these times. Repeat after me. Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon. Monday morning at 9:30. Monday morning at 9:30. This afternoon at 4:15. This afternoon at 4:15. In about half an hour. In about half an hour. Now, let's practice confirming the time. So, I will see you at 4:15? So, I will see you at 4:15? It is always good to repeat the time back to the landlord. It prevents mistakes. Let's try one more confirmation. Just to confirm, you are coming at 9:30 tomorrow morning? Just to confirm, you are coming at 9:30 tomorrow morning?
That word confirm is very useful. To confirm, it means to make sure. Let's practice that word. Confirm. Confirm. Just to confirm. Just to confirm. Great work. Now, Anna, what if the landlord asks a question we don't expect? What if I ask, have you tried turning the valve?
That is a great question. A valve is the little handle on the pipe. If you don't know what a word means, do not panic. It is okay to ask. You can say, I'm sorry, I don't know what a valve is. Could you explain? Let's practice that. I'm sorry, I don't know what that word means. Could you explain? Again. I'm sorry, I don't know what that word means. Could you explain? Or, if they speak too fast, you can say, could you speak a little slower, please? Could you speak a little slower, please? Let's try that together. Could you speak a little slower, please? Never feel ashamed to ask someone to slow down. It is much better to ask for slow speech than to agree to something you don't understand.
I agree. As a landlord, I would rather explain the word than have the tenant break the pipe because they were confused. Now, we are going to do a very long shadowing exercise. This is the heart of our lesson today. We are going to do the whole call again, but I want you to imagine you are really in that cold room. You are looking at the water. You feel the cold air. Use your imagination. It will help you remember the words. Anna will lead us through the tenant side of the call one more time.
I am ready. Let's begin. I will say a line and you will repeat it. I will leave a long space for you to speak. Hello, this is Anna. I am a tenant in apartment 4B. I am calling because I have a problem with the heating. The radiator in my living room is leaking. There is a lot of water on the floor. The radiator is also very cold. The heating is not working at all. I have tried to put a bowl under the leak, but it is dripping very fast. I am worried about the floor. Is it possible for someone to come and fix it today? I understand it is late, but it is very cold in here. I am worried about the apartment below me too. When do you think you can get here? Could you give me a rough idea of the time? 10 o'clock tonight? Yes, that works for me. I will be waiting. My phone number is 555-0123 if you need to call me. Thank you very much for your help. See you later tonight.
That was a lot of speaking. If your mouth feels tired, that is a good sign. It means you are using new muscles and new patterns. Anna, that was a very complete version of the call. We even added the phone number at the end. That is a very practical detail.
Yes, giving your phone number is a great way to end the call. It makes sure the landlord can reach you if they get lost or if they are running late. Let's practice that small phrase. My phone number is, and then your number. My phone number is. Let's try it. My phone number is. Good. Now, let's talk about one more thing before we finish. Sometimes the landlord might not answer the phone. You might have to leave a voicemail. A voicemail is a recorded message. It can be even scarier than a live call because you are just talking to a machine. But the good news is, you can use the exact same script.
Exactly. If you leave a voicemail, just speak slowly. Say your name, your number, and your problem. You can even write it down on a piece of paper before you call. That is a great trick for building confidence. If you have the words written down, you can't forget them. Let's practice a short voicemail message.
Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. I am calling to report a leak in my radiator. The heating is not working and it is very cold. Please call me back as soon as possible at 555-0123. Thank you. Let's practice that together. Hello, this is Anna from apartment 4B. I am calling to report a leak in my radiator. The heating is not working and it is very cold. Please call me back as soon as possible at 555-0123. Thank you.
We have covered so much ground today. You have learned how to describe a leak, how to talk about the heating, how to explain urgency, how to negotiate a time, and how to leave a voicemail. This is what real English looks like. It isn't always about big ideas. Often, it is about solving small, important problems. Anna, do you have any final advice for our listeners as they finish this study session?
My advice is to be patient with yourself. You might not remember every word tomorrow, and that is okay. The goal is to become familiar with the sounds and the patterns. If you feel nervous the next time you have to make a call, just remember this quiet space. Remember that you have practiced this. You have the tools. One thing you can do today to keep this learning fresh is to find a piece of paper and write down the 3 most important phrases you learned today. Maybe it is, I have a leak, or it is quite urgent, or could you give me a rough idea of the time? Put that paper on your fridge or near your phone. It will be a small reminder that you are becoming more confident every day.
That is a wonderful suggestion. And remember, if you found this lesson helpful, please give us a like and subscribe to English Speaking Corner. We want to keep creating these calm, helpful lessons for you. We believe that everyone can learn to speak English with confidence if they have the right environment and enough time to practice.
Thank you for joining us in our corner today. You have done a great job. Put your headphones away, take another deep breath, and feel proud of the work you did. You are one step closer to speaking English smoothly and confidently. We will be here for you in the next episode. Have a calm and wonderful evening.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
In our next moments together, we will continue to explore the world of real-life conversations. But for now, let's do one last check. Let's do a very quick review of the most important words from today. I will say the word and you say it back to me. Radiator, radiator. Leak, leak. Dripping, dripping. Urgent, urgent. Confirm, confirm. Rough idea, rough idea. Maintenance, maintenance. That last one is a bit harder. Main-10-ence. It means repairs and looking after the building. Let's try it one more time. Maintenance, maintenance. Perfect. You are ready for anything your apartment throws at you.
You really are. And don't forget, if you ever feel like you are struggling, you can always come back to this video and listen again. Repetition is the secret to fluency. The more times you hear these words in this calm environment, the more they will stay in your brain. You are doing something amazing for your future.
We are so happy to be part of your journey. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep being kind to yourself. Learning is a marathon, not a race. You are doing perfectly. We will see you very soon for more dialogues and more confidence building. Goodbye for now.
Take care and keep practicing. Goodbye.
Before we truly go, let's think about one more scenario. What if the landlord asks if you can wait until the morning? We practice saying no, but what if you can wait? It's good to have that phrase ready too. You can say, yes, tomorrow morning is fine, as long as the leak doesn't get worse. Let's practice that. Yes, tomorrow morning is fine, as long as the leak doesn't get worse. This shows you are being reasonable and helpful. It builds a good relationship. Relationships with landlords are very important for your peace of mind.
That's a great point. Being flexible when you can and being firm when you must. That is the key to successful communication in any language. You are learning the culture of English as much as the words themselves. It's about balance.
Exactly. Balance and clarity. Well, our time for today is coming to an end. We hope your living room stays warm and your radiators stay dry. But if they don't, you know exactly what to do. You have the script, you have the vocabulary, and you have the confidence. Thank you for spending this time with us at English Speaking Corner. We appreciate your dedication and your hard work. Until next time, keep listening and keep speaking.
Goodbye, everyone. See you next time.
Goodbye. Be well and keep practicing.
See you soon.
Just one more thought. If you are ever in a situation where you don't have your notes, just remember the 3 W's. Who are you? Where are you? What is the problem? Who, where, what? If you can answer those 3 things, you can handle almost any phone call. Who? I am Anna. Where? Apartment 4B. What? A leak. It's that simple. You can do this.
That's a perfect rule to live by. Who, where, what. Simple, effective, and easy to remember. Now let's let our listeners get back to their evening.
Yes, let's. Thank you once again. You are doing a great job. We are proud of you. Happy studying.
Happy studying and see you soon.
I know we said goodbye, but I just thought of one last tiny tip. If you're really nervous, you can practice the call with a friend first. Have them pretend to be the landlord and throw some questions at you. It's a great way to warm up before the real thing. Okay, now we are really going. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It is important to remember that even native speakers get nervous when they have to call their landlords. It is not just an English learner problem, it is a human problem. Dealing with money, housing, and repairs is always a little bit stressful. So if your heart is beating fast, don't think it's because your English is bad. It's just because you're a person who cares about their home. That perspective helps take the pressure off. You aren't fighting the language, you're just navigating a normal life situation. You've got the phrases now, so the language part is taken care of.
That's so true, Anna. The anxiety is normal. The more you realize that, the less it bothers you. It's like a wave. You just have to ride it. And each time you do, the wave gets smaller. By the 5th or 6th time you have to make a professional call in English, you'll find yourself doing it without even thinking twice. That's the goal of this channel, to get you to that point of ease.
Ease and flow. That's what we want for everyone listening. Whether you're in a cold apartment in London, a new flat in New York, or a studio in Sydney, these skills are your keys to the city. We're glad we could help you find them today. Now really, for the last time, have a wonderful night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
One final thing. If you want to challenge yourself, listen to this episode again tomorrow, but this time, try to say the lines at the same time as me, not during the pauses. This is called shadowing in real time, and it's a great way to improve your speed and rhythm. If you can keep up with my slow pace, you're doing great. Then you can try to find a faster video and do the same. It's all about progression, step by step, episode by episode.
A great challenge to end on. Step by step indeed.
We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
To make sure you really have the rhythm of the language, let's do a quick exercise with intonation. Intonation is the music of the language. In English, when we ask a question, our voice often goes up at the end. When we make a statement, it goes down. Let's practice that with the phrases we learned. Listen to my voice. Is there a leak? My voice goes up. Now you try. Is there a leak? Good. Now listen to the statement. There is a leak. My voice goes down at the end. There is a leak. You try. There is a leak. This small change makes you sound much more natural. Let's try one more. Question. Can you come today? Statement. You can come today. Can you hear the difference? Practice the question first. Can you come today? Now the statement. You can come today. Perfect. This is the kind of detail that will make your English sound smooth and confident.
That music of the language is so important. It helps the listener understand your meaning even if they don't hear every single word. If your voice goes up, I know you're asking me something. If it's steady or goes down, I know you're telling me something. It's a huge part of being understood on the phone, where people can't see your face.
Exactly. On the phone, your voice is all you have. So use that music, use those pauses, and most importantly, use your breath. If you feel yourself getting rushed, just stop, take a breath, and start the sentence over. It's perfectly okay. People will wait for you. They want to understand you.
They really do. Most people are more patient than we give them credit for.
That's a very good reminder to end on. People are generally kind and want to help, so give them the chance to help you by speaking clearly. We believe in you. You have the skills. Now go out there and use them when you need to. Or better yet, hope you don't have any leaks and you can just enjoy your warm apartment.
Here's to warm apartments and dry floors.
Cheers to that. Thank you for staying with us until the very end. Your commitment to your English is inspiring. We are honored to be your teachers. See you in the next episode of English Speaking Corner.
See you soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
As you continue with your day, try to think of other things in your house you might need to fix. A light bulb? A squeaky door? A window that won't close? Try to use the same pattern we learned today to describe those problems. Hello, I'm calling because my window won't close. I'm calling because a light bulb is out in the hallway. The pattern is your friend. Use it as much as you can. The more you use it, the more it belongs to you.
That's the secret. The language belongs to you. It's not something you're just borrowing from a book. It's your tool for your life. Use it well.
We're so glad you're here with us. This is Anna and Mark, signing off from English Speaking Corner, wishing you a wonderful, leak-free week.
All the best. Goodbye.
Bye.